Sometimes, to see a new side of Rome, all you have to do is step away from the famous landmarks. Climb one of its quiet hills for a breathtaking panorama, then wander back down into one of the city's most soulful neighborhoods. Today, we're heading up the picturesque Janiculum Hill, one of the best spots to see Rome from above. From here, the entire old city unfolds before you in a sea of domes, bell towers, and rooftops. After taking in the views, we'll make our way down into charming Trastevere maze of narrow cobblestone streets, cozy piazzas, and that authentic Roman vibe. All right, let's start our walk. It's going to be a short one today, but I promise it's worth it. Janiculum Hill is only about a 15-minute walk from the Vatican. As the path winds upward, you'll soon find yourself looking out over some of the most stunning panoramas in all of Rome. Even though the Janiculum isn't one of the ancient seven hills, it's one of the most popular spots for a stroll. People always come here to take in the views of the old city's domes and rooftops, and to just enjoy a little bit of peace away from the busy streets. But many people come here for an old Roman tradition. Every day, exactly at noon, a cannon fires from the hill. This ritual dates back to the 19th century, started by Pope Pius IX. Originally, the shot was fired from Castel Sant'Angelo, but it was later moved here to Janiculum Hill. The spot was chosen for a reason. Its high elevation allows the sound to carry across the entire city. Back then, it served as a signal so that every church in Rome could hear it and ring their bells in perfect synchronization. That's exactly why I decided to come here today to see this tradition for myself. The shot is fired from a small historic cannon positioned right on the hill's main terrace. The operator in charge is a specially assigned member of the Italian army, who oversees the ceremony and ensures the tradition is preserved. He prepares the cannon well in advance, double-checks the blank charge, and exactly at noon, he triggers the mechanism to let out that iconic blast. Janiculum Hill also holds a deep place in Italian history. Back in 1849, these slopes were a battlefield where Italian Republicans fought French troops who were trying to restore the Pope's power. Today, the hill is home to a massive monument of Giuseppe Garibaldi, the legendary general and national hero who led the defense of the Roman Republic. Surrounding him are statues and memorials dedicated to the soldiers who fought and sacrificed for the city's freedom. Also on the hill, you'll find the Acqua Paola fountain, commissioned by Pope Paul V in the early 17th century. The fountain was part of a major restoration of an ancient Roman aqueduct and served as a vital water source for the city. Today, it's one of the most beautiful spots on the Janiculum, offering another breathtaking view over Rome. Continuing our walk, we head down via Garibaldi and pass the Garibaldi ossuary. This solemn monument is dedicated to the soldiers who fought for the Roman Republic and the unification of Italy. From here, we keep heading downhill toward Trastevere, one of the most atmospheric corners of Rome. Trastevere is known as one of the oldest and most soulful neighborhoods in Rome. Its name comes from the Latin Trastevere, which literally means beyond the Tiber, because the district sits on the opposite bank of the river from the historic center. Even in the days of ancient Rome, this area was its own world. During Rome's earliest years, it was home to the Etruscans, an advanced civilization that flourished on the Italian peninsula long before the rise of Rome. In many ways, they were the teachers of the Romans, laying the cultural foundation for the future empire. Over time, Trastevere became a melting pot for sailors, fishermen, and merchants. Because so many Syrians, Greeks, and Jews settled here, the neighborhood has always had its own unique, diverse identity that sets it apart from the rest of Rome. Under Emperor Augustus, Trastevere officially became the city's 14th district. For centuries, it remained a true working-class neighborhood home to everyday Romans, artisans, and fishermen. The narrow alleys, laundry hanging between windows, and cozy piazzas created an atmosphere that in many ways has stood the test of time. Nowadays, Trastevere is a go-to spot for both locals and tourists. It's one of the few places where the medieval street layout remains perfectly intact. These tiny, winding alleyways are known as vicoli, and they form a beautiful, living labyrinth in the heart of the city. Wandering through the streets of Trastevere, you'll notice that many of the buildings are painted in warm reds and deep terracotta tones. This isn't by chance, it's a long-standing Roman tradition. Historically, facades were colored using natural pigments derived from the earth and clay. One of the most common was terracotta, which is essentially ground-up fired clay that gives these homes their signature reddish-orange hue. These earthy tones are also perfect for the Roman climate. They don't fade as easily in the sun, helping the buildings stay vibrant for longer. Over the centuries, these shades became a core part of the city's architectural identity, which is why, even today, restorations in Trastevere stick to these traditional, warm palettes. Another defining feature of this neighborhood is its incredibly narrow streets. Many of these alleys date back to the Middle Ages, when houses were built almost touching one another. These tight spaces weren't just for style, they were designed to create shade and keep the air cool during the scorching Roman summers. That's why, even on the sunniest days, it's so pleasant to wander through here. The high walls act as a natural shield against the heat. You'll also notice how many of the facades are draped in ivy or overflowing with flowers. Locals love decorating their homes with greenery, and over time, it's become one of the neighborhood's most iconic looks. The lush greenery, weathered terracotta walls, and narrow cobblestone streets create that unmistakable old Rome vibe that so many travelers come here to find. It's a place where every corner feels like a scene from a movie, and the history is something you can actually feel. Another reason Trastevere is so popular is its incredible food scene. It's packed with restaurants, trattorias, cafes, and little family-run spots. Historically, this was a working-class neighborhood, so it was always full of small taverns and places where you could get a solid, affordable meal. That tradition lives on today, making Trastevere one of the best spots in Rome to experience authentic Roman cuisine. Beyond the restaurants, the neighborhood is dotted with tiny shops, wine bars, and artisan boutiques. You'll find everything here from handmade crafts and jewelry to beautiful ceramics and unique souvenirs. These little shops are often family-owned, keeping that old-school Roman neighborhood feel alive and well. Another thing that makes Trastevere so special is its nightlife. As the sun sets, the neighborhood really comes alive. Bars and restaurants spill out onto the cobblestones. Tables are set up right in the middle of the street. And you'll almost always find street musicians filling the piazzas with music. It's the ultimate spot to experience a Roman evening. Trastevere has always been famous for its vibrant energy and tight-knit community. The biggest event of the year is the Festa d'Incontri, a July festival whose name literally translates to a festival for us others. It highlights the proud, independent spirit of the locals here. The streets fill with music, processions, and street parties, as the entire neighborhood comes alive to celebrate its deep roots and shared identity. Trastevere is a neighborhood steeped in legends, and one of the best is the story of the Chigi gold and silver plates. Back in 1518, a fabulously wealthy banker named Agostino Chigi hosted a massive banquet at his riverside home, the Villa Farnesina. The guest list even included the Pope himself. To show off his wealth, Chigi had his servants toss the gold and silver plates directly into the Tiber River after every single course. But he was as clever as he was rich. He had secretly hidden nets under the water to catch all the treasures so they could be pulled back up later. It's a perfect example of the playful, inventive spirit that you can still feel in Trastevere today. This neighborhood is a vital part of Rome's historic center, which was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1980. It stands as one of the most significant cultural landmarks in the world, reflecting nearly 3,000 years of history, art, and architecture. This UNESCO status means the neighborhood's historic charm is meticulously preserved and protected by law. Any major changes to the facades or new construction are strictly controlled to ensure the authenticity of these streets remains untouched. This protection is exactly what allows these medieval alleys and ancient buildings to look just as they have for centuries. You've probably noticed that Trastevere is covered in graffiti and street art. In a city as lived-in as Rome, these tags are everywhere, especially in the busier districts. But here in the UNESCO-protected center, you won't find many official murals. Instead, artists leave smaller sketches or wheat paste posters that appear and disappear overnight. To push back against the clutter, local volunteers have launched clean wall initiatives. In 2024, a group of residents took to the streets with rollers and brushes to paint over the tags. It's a constant battle. Organizers say that if a wall is tagged again, they repaint it immediately. Some Romans see this as just another layer of modern city life, while others see it as plain vandalism that ruins the neighborhood's historic soul. If you fell in love with this neighborhood's perfectly imperfect, lived-in charm, then you have to come back on a Sunday. That's when the famous Port a Portis flea market opens its gates. It's one of the largest flea markets in all of Europe, and probably one of the most authentic experiences in Rome. You can find literally everything here: vintage clothes, old books, vinyl records, antiques, and all sorts of hidden treasures. And of course, we can't forget the Basilica of Santa Maria in Trastevere, one of the oldest churches in Rome. It stands right in the heart of the neighborhood and has been a spiritual center for centuries. The real showstoppers here are the glittering golden mosaics behind the altar, depicting scenes from the life of the Virgin Mary. The architecture is a beautiful blend of Romanesque style with layers from later eras. Outside, the piazza is always buzzing with life. It's where locals and travelers gather, surrounded by street music and charming little cafes. And that's a wrap on our walk through Trastevere. I hope you enjoyed getting a look at this neighborhood with me. Let me know in the comments, do you like this kind of perfectly imperfect living side of Rome? If you enjoyed the video, I'd love it if you could hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Dove c'è dove c'è le cose a tassa.